Something that needs to be talked about right now is the Kansas City Royals and what they're doing, as they're having one of the best starts in franchise history. They've had some very low win seasons in the years prior. They haven't found much success like they have since 2014 and 2015. They were the best team in baseball back then, leading the All-Star votings and going back-to-back World Series appearances and winning in 2015. They haven't really done much though the last 10 years or so, but this season already has looked like one of the best since 2015. The Royals went ahead and had one of the biggest off seasons in the MLB by acquiring guys like Hunter Renfroe, Seth Lugo, and Nick Anderson, as they completely changed the bullpen. Will Smith as well. Some people say he's a lucky charm. Seth Lugo's already having one of the best starts in the entire league after just leading the league with a 1.72 ERA. He's now 6th, as he gave up 5 earned runs against the Guardians, who they really needed to win against when they were up 5-0. For the last few years, especially last year, the Kansas City Royals struggled with their bullpen. They just couldn't close games at all. The Royals last year led the league in losing games that they were up. This is completely different this season, as the Royals starting pitchers are having one of the best starting groups. We're also seeing high production from the offense either early on in the game or late in the game, as we've seen this team tally over 10 runs multiple times. They've also come back late in games, even just the other night against the Padres when they were down in the bottom of the 9th and Nick Lofton walked it off. That's another example. This team is so deep and has guys in the minors that are ready to make an impact, because we all are watching as MJ Melendez seems to be in a slump. I like Melendez and I think he's really good in the left field. He's shown glimpses lately of being able to make contact with a home run in the Padres series, but it hasn't been very consistent, as a lot of fans even want him to move down. But overall, it's just crazy what a turnaround in one offseason can do for the atmosphere of the Royals. But that clubhouse is booming right now. You do not want to sleep on what the Royals are doing. What we've seen from the starting pitching group and this offense is the difference that separates them from last year. But they also have 2 players playing at superstar levels with Bobby Witt Jr. and Salvador Perez. Salvador Perez still playing at an all-time level. Some were even saying he wasn't able to continue playing well, but that just isn't the case at all, as he's been back and forth leading the league in batting average and RBIs. Salvador Perez is having fun this season. The Royals captain kicked off May just as he ended April with another RBI and extending his career best on-base streak to over 21 games. This Royals team is looking like a brand new Kansas City Royals after the offseason they had. It was expected for them to have a good start, but I feel like it's not getting enough attention. The last time they had a series win was like 56 games into the season last year, and the fact that they had it early on in the year and already at almost 40 wins already is so impressive. They recently were on an 8 or 9 game winning streak, one of their longest in franchise history, so they are already accomplishing a ton already this season. They are battling for first place in the division with the Guardians, so this series against them is crucial. Winning these games is a must. The Royals are having a ton of success with their starting pitchers averaging the most innings pitched. They capitalize from the offense being able to score runs early in the game and rely on their starter to take them late into the game. The Royals are very capable of making the playoffs this season, as most people didn't see them doing this just a few months ago. Now it is very likely they will make a wild card appearance, which would be incredible. I'm telling you right now, the Royals can go deep in the playoffs. They have the right team, the right players to do it. They have a few concerns with the bullpen and a little bit of offensive concerns when we get deeper in the lineup. I'm telling you, this Royals team is going to be scary in the playoffs. They are on pace to win over 100 games, but the main concern still with this team is the bullpen. Also a few offensive concerns like I mentioned. This defense has shown they have a really good group, and especially with Freddie Fermin and Vinny and Salvi switching on first, the Royals have a very versatile defense. The bullpen concerns aren't the starting pitching though, it's the closing and saving games. Whenever games get late into a bullpen battle, the Royals lack depth and rely on a few key guys, but can't have them every single night. They have the best starting pitching group at the moment right now in the MLB, which if you were to tell me that last year, I would tell you you are crazy, because the Royals pitching was not consistent at all last year. So it is improving a ton, but could get even better if they can close out some games. They are in a little slump right now, losing 7 out of the last 9, but they'll get right back on track. Baseball is a long season. It's a sport of ups and downs. They completely turn around this whole entire team, from the pitching to the batting order to the defense. They're able to shift guys in multiple positions as well. Blanco has been a really special piece to this team as well, stealing a lot of bases. He's going to be really good, especially if they can make it far in October. Like I mentioned, Fermin is playing well as well. He shouldn't even be a backup catcher. He would be a starter for any other team. Fortunately for the Royals, like I mentioned, Perez is playing at a high level, even after having Tommy John surgery. The offense in general is playing at a high level as well, and Bobby Witt Jr. is having an exceptional start. Some would say Jr. had some pressure going into the season after signing a huge 11-year, $288 million deal. Bobby has been playing at an all-time level, showing he can be the best shortstop in the game, as he is a 5-tool, the key prospect any team desires. Bobby consistently plays good baseball for the Royals every single game, showing his high base running IQ to his high athleticism, making highlight reel defensive plays, to getting multiple home run games. We saw his error the other night against the Guardians that completely took away from his 2 home run game, but I know he's he's going to come back from that even stronger, ready to win the series against the Guardians. Like I mentioned, this series is very important to win as they're competing with the Guardians to win the division. If they do that, that would be huge. The Royals also have series against the Yankees and Dodgers, so they're about to be playing some good teams as they already have been, but this will be a test to see how well they play against these top teams in the league. I know a lot of people subscribe to me for football content, but I really have been enjoying following the Royals. Before the season started, January 6th, I believe it was, I don't know the exact date, I'm gonna flash it up on the screen. I made a bet with my granddad that the Royals would be over 500. He didn't believe it at all, so this should show you my faith in this team. I was seeing it in January when they are having this incredible offseason. So if you haven't already, make sure you go down below, you subscribe, you turn on the post notification so you never miss a Royals video, because I'm gonna be coming back with another Royals video. Granddad, I know you're watching this. This was a good bet though. I don't know why he died on the team, but it's all good. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.